Madness. It is Monday. I worked all weekend. Boo is boo. Saturday I knew I was working. I had to be in at 8 o'clock, which means I had to wake up at 7:15, which is really rough on me. And then yesterday, I didn't think I had to work, and at 9:30, John calls me and says, you gotta come in. I was like, okay. So I came in, and basically I was doing the South. And he's like, you got Verheiden and Grosse Pointe, you have, he goes, I think it's a church now. It's the old Cantrell building. I'm like, I said, well, I think that's a daycare now, not a funeral home, and it's not a church. So, and then I had A.H. Peters, Grosse Pointe, and a church in Roseville. So, I get in there, and I'm like, all the Grosse Pointes are actually A.H. Peters. And then I started investigating on the Cantrell one. Because there's no way I'm driving all the way out there. Cantrell was the worst one we had to go to. So far away. And it was just a creepy funeral home. Lots of scandals, too. Once they started getting... I think they got investigated or something. There was a whole thing, and yeah. It was just... Ugh. So anyways, I'm investigating, and I'm like, okay, this is not making sense. So I call the other Cantrell, and they're like, we don't have anyone by that name. I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, okay. And it had no funeral name on it. It just had the address. But we went to Cantrell so much, me and John knew it was Cantrell's phone number, or address. And so, and then it had Cantrell's phone number, too. I was like, okay. So I call the phone number. Of course it's out of service because Cantrell doesn't exist anymore. QA Cantrell does, but not Cantrell in Detroit. So I'm like, okay, the best thing I can do now is I will just put in the name and put obituary. Came up right away, and I found out that it was for today, not in our area. And I was like, okay, that one's gone. So it ended up where all I had to do was go to the church and to the Grosse Pointe Funeral Home, which is literally down the street from my house. They're both off of 8 Mile. I'm like, oh, this works. So basically, and the church was on my way to 8 Mile. So I called John. I'm like, okay, this is just crazy. All that, and it's like I'm just going around the block, basically. Okay, yeah. So, I had to work. And then I got home from work. So, Saturday. Let's go to Saturday first, because I'm skipping over Saturday. I had to work for... I think I got home at 11. And I was able to stitch for a couple of hours. Then I had to go pick up Becca from work. And then I came home and we had leftover potato soup. I'm like, what did we have for dinner? So I got to stitch all night, no interruptions, and the whole day I did 1,353 stitches, I think it was, which I was excited about. I finished house hats, which if you watched the Flosstube, you already saw that I finished that. So then Sunday, went to work, got home at 12:15. I cleaned the kitchen, then I cleaned the living room, and went into the planner Zoom and was doing laundry, getting up every so often and doing laundry. I got almost the laundry done. I just have to do a load of towels and that's it, because I would have had all the laundry done, but John wanted his blankets washed. So I was like, okay, I'll do the blankets, and then tomorrow I'll just throw in the rest of the towels, because we have towels. But I like to make sure that all the laundry's done to start the new week. So a basket of towel is no big deal. I already did 2 loads of towels, so, well, a load and a half. It's always 2.5 loads of towels, and then I usually throw in some blankets. Because even in the summertime, I have to have a blanket on my lap. I don't know why, but I have very light blankets for the summertime, and then I have heavy blankets for the wintertime. And then Toby always has to have a blanket so he can bury himself. So every week, whatever blankets are in the living room, I wash. But John wanted his electric blanket washed, and I don't wash that every week. So there's a story on that. Yeah, so once I finally sat down to stitch, I didn't get much stitches in. I don't remember now. What did I work on last night? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what I worked on last night. This is ridiculous. Huh. Wow. Oh, it was, what is it called? The orange fabric. Tonight We Ride. I'm like, come on, I know it was something that I was enjoying stitching. It was just, I kept getting interrupted, and I think I only did 200 stitches on it. Maybe 250. I don't remember now. I want to say maybe it was 250. Because I was thinking for one of my games, I had to post 250. It was 250, yep. So, because I was supposed to do 500. Well, it wasn't all on me to do 500. But there was 500 left to do in Hell's Kitchen. We have an assignment, and it was group stitching, and not one person could do it all. And so, yeah. I was like, okay, I'll do 250, and then if no one else jumps on and does the other 250, then first thing in the morning, I can do the next 250. So anyways, then I put 100 stitches in the morning stitching because I had to rush to work. I didn't get to stitch in the morning, and by the time I really sat down to stitch, it was after 5 o'clock. But then I was like, I was so tired last night too. Oh my gosh, I was so tired. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna stitch on the morning stitch. But then it was eating at me, so that's why I only did 250, because I had to throw in 100 stitches just to, I really want to every single day work on every day of the month. No, yeah, every day of this month. I want to, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to be at this funeral home. This is what you get for just talking and not paying attention. I was on autopilot there. We want to go to the police station, not Cantrell, not Timorowski. Okay, so I was feeling guilty because I really want to keep the streak up that I stitch every day, and it was only 7 days into the new year and you're gonna fail? No. So I'm stitching on July's cottage, and I was like, okay, I'll put 100 stitches in it. And then I started going. I'm like, oh, I should put another 100. I'm like, no. Because I knew I had to be, once again, at the store by 8:30. So I knew I had to get to bed. Because I just don't go to bed and fall asleep. It takes about an hour and a half. Last night it only took an hour. And I'm asleep, you know? And getting up so early in the morning, if I didn't go to bed, when I did, then I risked the, oh my gosh, I'm gonna wake up every hour to see if I missed my alarm because you stayed up too late. See, I know my little tricks of myself. So, and then today, right after I delivered A.H. Peters, came back to the shop. I didn't even go back into the shop because I knew that she had to make so many A.H. Peters where I had to go back again, that there was no use going in and just seeing that she's only made like 4 and there was 8 of them, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go sit in the back parking lot and stitch, which I did 200 stitches. Oh, I think 240 stitches. When I get home, I'm going to finish it off to make it a even 300 or maybe 400. I might just finish the pattern. Just depends on what time I get home, because I have till 5 o'clock to work on AM stitches. So kind of excited because I really feel like I can get this one done today, and I would really love to get July done. Okay, where am I going? That's right. Right? No. Okay, where am I going? So, that lady's eating her lunch in her car. She's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know where I'm going. Because this part right here is the library and city hall and all that stuff. And this right here is, of course, there's no parking. Crap. Is the police office. And if I went the way I'm going right now, then this over that corner is the courthouse. Do I want to try to squeeze in there? No. I will go here. So that's why I was like, ooh, which way do I going? Because I forgot where I was going. I'm going to the police officer's place. The police station. Police officer's place? Oh my God. Oh, and I need gas too. Great. Yeah, so it's kind of creepy in here. Yeah, so when I get home, I'm gonna stitch, and that's basically a catch up for today. I will see you in the next one. Hello, it is Wednesday. I know I didn't come on yesterday. I just never remembered to pick up the phone and put it in the holder to record. So I do know the last 2 days I've had really good stitching days. Over 500 on both. Go. My turn. So yeah, I finished I'll Be Home Cottage yesterday. It only took 224 stitches to finish that off. And so Sunday I worked on it's orange fabric. Tonight We Ride. I don't know why I hesitate on that. Tonight We Ride. I didn't get what I wanted done on it, but I stitched on it. So as long as I stitched on it, I'm happy. Even if it was, I know it was more than 50 stitches, but I think I actually got 200 in it. hoping to be able to stitch tonight. I just pinched my finger in my car door, and now I got a really bad blood blister on it. I'm telling you, I just keep messing my hands up. At least my other blood, well, it was a broken blood vessel. Same thing, right? Yeah. Duh. That was on my left hand, so I just put my hoop in my stand for most of the weekend. I'm loving that stand. I really do like leaning back in my chair and stitching not on my stand. It's not stitching in hand because it's in a hoop, but I like holding it sometimes. But other times, the stand really takes pressure off of my wrist. So that's good too, especially on like Pokemon type chart. It's so big and heavy. I can stitch for longer because I have it on the stand. I'm trying to think of where I was supposed to be going. I almost forgot. Yeah, so last night, what did I stitch on last night? Oh, Vibe Tree. So that's right. Sunday night, I was going to stitch on Vibe Tree. And I didn't. Because I cut the fabric and everything. I'm like, oh, this floss will show up perfect on it. No, it wouldn't. So then Monday night, I stitched, I let Becca pick, and she picked the Irish gnome. So I got a lot of the hat done. It's looking so good. And then last night was Vibe Tree. So today, AM stitching, which I've been so busy at work, I haven't had time to stitch at work at all. I'm doing Country Sale August, and I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch at when I get home. I sure hope I stop this yawning, though. I'm not even sure if I can stitch. I think I can. I think if I put it in the hoop, not the hoop, in the stand, I should be able to work it out and not put pressure on where it's at. Because it's hurting right now like it is hurting. Becca smashed her finger at work yesterday. I told her, I said, you're probably going to lose that fingernail. It's going to turn black and it's going to fall off. She's like, no, it won't. I'm like, okay, do you think I'm teasing you? Because, trust me, it's smashed. Maybe she thought I was teasing her because I said it's going to fall off. I didn't mean her whole damn finger. I'm just saying that fingernail. But anyways, she'll see. Gosh, I can't stop yawning. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. There's nothing really exciting to talk about today. It is crazy busy at work, which is a good thing and a bad thing, but it's really good because it's a lot of funerals, so it's easy money for once. But it's a lot of driving too. So I'm a little exhausted. It's driving being stressed, I should say. Because, like, we're going to A.H. Peters right now, and I have 5 to dump off. So that's $40 right there. That's what I mean by it's a good thing, but a bad thing, but a good thing. wasn't made this today. Okay, turn already. I have a pickup truck right in my behind. So anyways, yeah, nothing was made today. And I had so many... I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to finish this sentence and then I'll get off of here. Because for some reason, I can't stop yawning. I had so many going to 11... I had to be there by 11 o'clock at 4 different places. So, that's why it's stressful. Because I had to... And the other thing was, too... So, it's basically... I had to go drop something off and rush back because they're not all done, so I can't just do my little zigzaggy pattern to go to all the funeral homes. I have to go to one, go back to the shop, go to one, go back to the shop. And it's a lot of that today, which is frustrating, but what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna get off of here. I'll come on if I stitched tonight, which I'm really hoping I can. Tell you what I stitched down and if anything interesting is happening. Hello and welcome back to the madness. Oh wait, no. It's not a new clip. Erase that. It's Thursday. We got snow. We got the pretty snow. I love when the trees are like this. Just fluffy, snowy branches. One of my favorite like landscape pictures is a whole bunch of trees that look like these trees. Now what I don't like is when then we have a ice storm and then that becomes evil little bullets shooting at your head. That's not fun. So I got home and my finger was feeling a lot better. I was able to stitch last night. I put in, I think it was 563 stitches into the country sale August. I had to remember what month it was. And then I put 50 stitches into Halloween Gnome. I like when there's not... I like it, but I don't like it when there's nothing for Hell's Kitchen, because all the other games are not set amounts. It's just stitch as much as you can. And I kind of really like that. But I love my Hell's Kitchen, so I ain't leaving Hell's Kitchen. But it's kind of nice when I don't have to stop at 100 just to be able just to stitch. And I almost didn't stitch on Halloween Gnome, but I'm like, no, I gotta get at least 50 stitches. That's my minimum for each project a day. 50 stitches. I don't even care if I can't count it towards the game, which I'm gonna be able to, because tonight, so I have country sale on me now. I'm hoping that I can get some work on it at work, because all week I haven't been able to stitch at work at all. So then when I get home, I can just focus on the Halloween Gnome. Even if I get home at like, oh, I gotta get gas. At 3 o'clock, I'm just gonna go straight to the Halloween Gnome. And then I'll just add 50 stitches to whatever I post tonight. So they'll still get counted for the game. But if they don't, it's no big deal, it's 50 stitches. But yeah. I wasn't feeling good last night. First I had a headache, and then I started getting overheated. I wouldn't even say it was hot flashes, because hot flashes is usually like the upper part of my body, like my face and like my chest. But last night I was like, I was hot everywhere. My legs, everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? And I didn't have a fever. So I was like, okay. So I don't know if I told you guys. Katie got me this light. Katie and Jonathan, for Christmas, got me this light that goes around your neck. Now, I have one that I bought probably like 3 years ago, but it was never bright enough for me. I couldn't use it. It's still sitting. You've probably seen it on my back wall when I did the videos in my craft room. It's the blue thing that's hanging. So I've been using it at work because, like, right now I need a little bit more light, but then when the sun really comes out, then I'm fine. But last night I was like, oh my god, I am so hot. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get my light out of my backpack. And why are we going at a snail's pace here? We're doing 26 miles per hour in a 40. I see there's a red light, but it felt like we've been doing it for a long time. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this. So I turned off my light and I was using my neck light. Oh my god, it was amazing. So now I know in the summer when it's really hot, I can still stitch because the light gives off no heat either. Because I was a little worried too that maybe it was going to get off a little heat on my chest, you know? But no, it was so good. But the only sad thing is I couldn't go into Zoom because how I positioned on the couch, or on the chair, my recliner, whatever you want to call it, the light was shining right into the tablet. I'm like, well, I won't be able to go on Zoom with this. Okay, dude, it's you. Oh, this bus better not try to cut in front of me. I'm not in the mood, people. Not in the mood. Oh, but this car is going too. Yeah, and I tried to position it a different way. I tried moving my tablet, but it was constantly in the light. So just when I need to use my headlight, I can't be on Zoom. Darn it, my throat is like, I must have been snoring a lot last night. My throat is irritated, but it's not like I'm sick. It just feels like I got a large tickle in the back of my throat. Okay, I don't know what else to talk about because I'm going to work on country sale and Halloween sale for today, and the bus just cut in front of us, so that means I'm probably not gonna make this line. Yeah, I am really loving the fact of having 20 projects. Okay, what is the problem? I can't. Having 20 projects to pick through. I still have a lot of choices. I made the red and green I still have a lot of choices and a lot of focus, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna get off of here and I will be on here tomorrow with the last clip of the week. Hello, it is Friday. You're supposed to go Friday.
I forgot what day it was, okay?
It's Friday! Oh my God, what a crazy day. I did get to stitch for about an hour and a half this morning before I had to go to work. I was told you might as well come later because nothing's done. And everything's due at noon. So, yay. What did I stitch on last night? Halloween gnome, which I did 200 stitches in that. And then I finished the border of the country sale August. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be sad when those are over. I really appreciated the country sale because every month was a different border, and that was fun. The yearly sale, it's the same, it doesn't even change colors, it's the same border, and it's boring. So that's that. Yeah, but I did something like 253 stitches. No, it was more than that. It was 563. Oh my God. 200. I'm like, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, in the last 2 days, the whole border was 820 stitches. But it's amazing. I love it. So tonight I'm working on the rooster that's sitting on the fence. He's cute. You're gonna like him. Okay. It's like,
I'm tired.
what do I give a shit about a rooster sitting on a fence and a cross-stitch piece? That's exactly what's going through her head right now. Plans this weekend. Well, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to work tomorrow. Snow is coming, and he has like 5 or 6 different funeral homes by 10 o'clock. And if there's snow, well then he's not gonna make them. So I think I'm gonna have to deliver in the snow tomorrow. Hopefully we won't get the snow.
It's also your son's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, it's also my son's birthday. Oh, yeah, that's tomorrow. We're having meatloaf. He asked for meatloaf. Isn't his favorite is chicken thighs, mac and cheese, and peas?
Yep.
And yours is pork chops,
Pasta and peas.
pasta, and peas. You both are peas?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate peas.
We know.
Is that why you like it? Because it tortures your mother?
No.
You just like go, we know. Oh, this is the last clip of the week. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and come back for more. If you liked it, subscribe or like the video. I never say these things, so it sounds so weird coming out of my mouth.
It does.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, so cross-stitching, celebrating Jonathan's birthday, and a little bit of laundry. That's about it for this weekend. Y'all have a great one.